Hello, welcome to another video. Just will it be New Year? Happy New Year to everyone, all subscribers and people watching it. This video is an after action report. It's the longest one I think we've done. Alex hasn't done the editing yet, but I think it's going to be quite a bit over an hour, isn't it? It's going to be a lot longer than an hour. We've basically filmed the whole game. It's 20mm Afghanistan. It takes place at the start of Herrick involvement in Helmand. So it's in 2006. It's part of what was called Operation Mutay, which was an operation to try and capture a Taliban target. This scenario is sort of the first part of the operation, where we'll have one platoon of A Company 3 Para who are attempting to get to a target compound to link up with another platoon, 2 platoon, after being deposited at the helicopter landing zone. It's in Now Zad in Helmand, and I think initially the intel was that there was going to be less Taliban than what it actually turned out to be. So that's the scenario. We played it using FireTeam Modern, a sort of standard reliable, and really would just be interested to know whether folks thought it was too long or what the situation is. Obviously, if we're going to film the whole game, that they're as long as they take, I suppose that's the way to look at it in reality. So that's what we've got coming up. I'll do there'll be a little bit of a sort of, I filmed a look over the table initially. There's a little bit of commentary over the top of that, and then we'll get straight into the game. Okay, so we'll see you when the game's finished, and we'll have a quick chat as to what we thought, how it went. Okay,
sounds good.
Right, so this is just a general overview of the table. Obviously, it's representing Now Zad, so there's fields, compounds, and lots of buildings. We're looking over this area here is the helicopter landing zone for the British troops. That's where they'll be debussing from the Chinook, and then going out, looking out over the fields and compounds, moving round. This is the target compound. This is where they've got to get to in order to meet up with 2 platoon. So we'll just have a bit of a closer look at the at some of the pieces. So that's Abdul's goat tied up outside his shack, and there's Abdul with his goats looking out over the fields. This guy here is a potential dicker. You can see, I think if you look carefully, there's a butt of an AK sticking out from underneath his dish dash. And looking back across, we're looking at the various points. They're numbered 1 to 5. And these are, if we wanted to use reinforcements, we didn't in the game, but they are the points where the reinforcements jump in. So this is just various views over the battlefield, and the various bits. As you can see, they're all laid down pieces. I just thought it was easier than trying to do the built-in terrain. So that's where we are. I'll let you have a look at these, and then we'll kick off with the game. Right, so Alex, Operation Mutay, as described in the introduction. So what we've got 1 platoon A Company 3 Para. It's a small platoon, basically platoon headquarters here. 1 section, 2 fire teams, 2 section, 2 fire teams. There's various groups of Taliban spread across the table. Your objective's to meet up with 2 platoon. And that's this target compound here. There are a few little civilian figures on the table, but they're just for table dress and not taking any active part. So what you've basically got to decide is your platoons here and where you're gonna get to the target compounds here, and how you're going to get there. As we've discussed, the positive identification rules are in effect. So what that means is if you're trying to target a group of Taliban that haven't opened fire on you, you have to do a target identification rule. That's using a D8, and you've got to get 4 or more on a D8.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's it. You've got 6 command cards. I've got 2 there for interrupting and calling in various support assets. So that's where we are. So when we've started, this has been the landing zone. The Chinooks come down, they've put the troops down there. What happened in actuality is they were engaged virtually straight away. And there's obviously a group of Taliban here. So from your point of view, it's going to be essential for you to activate first.
Yeah.
So whether you interrupt or whatever, but that's obviously a matter for you. Okay, I'll give the cards a quick shuffle. You've checked your cards, you haven't got any jokers.
Yeah, I've checked them fine.
What happens if a joker turns up? We'll pull a fog of war card for a random event. Right. So Taliban, I'm red. British troops are activating on black cards. So it's a black 2, so you can activate first. So which?
Right. I'll activate this unit here.
That fire team there, right?
I'm guessing they'll be able to see them, but I'll
yeah, you do. You wouldn't need to roll for spotting. You can definitely see them, but they haven't engaged yet, so you'd have to do a
positive
ID one. So I'll get your D8. It's your D8. So you need
Thank you.
4 or more to identify them.
4.
4. So you've identified them as Taliban.
Yeah.
So that's this group here. So what are you bearing in mind? You've got how many activation points? You've got 5.
5. So they're going to do suppressive fire. That's
2.
2.
Yeah.
And they'll move in this field here for cover.
Right. Okay. So you're going to do so we'll do the suppressive fire first. So running over that again. So that's 2 of the activation points.
Yeah.
Right. So suppressive fire. Remember this basically when you use suppressive fire, none of the situation appliers apply or anything, because you just do a basic rule. So what you're looking at is regulars. So you're looking for 4s.
Yeah.
So we'll have a look at the firing situation. So you've got 3. You've got 3 underlying machine gun. So you've got 6. So you want 9 dice doubled 18. So if you count up 9 dice and you're going to roll them twice, and you're looking for 4s or more.
6, 8, 9.
9. So roll those. You want 4s or more.
1, 2, 3, 4 hits.
4 hits, and roll them all again.
And another 4 hits.
Another 4. So that's 8 suppression you've put on them.
Yeah.
Right. 8 suppression. Put on them. So they're on 8 suppression. Right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they're now classed as under fire, although they're not suppressed yet. Yeah. Okay. So you've used 2 of your points. So what else are you doing with these guys?
I'm guessing they've got radios for communication. Can they?
Yeah, they can all.
Right.
Right. Because they've all got personal radios. So what you've got to remember is, bear in mind that's your thing.
Yeah.
So don't get you've got to think of the main objective and don't get distracted.
Yeah.
Because if you think about the end of the day, if you move out of sight here, they kind of target you.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you start advancing towards them, you're moving away from them. Right. So what are you going to do then?
So I'm gonna move 2. So I'm gonna move.
So that's 8 inches.
Let me see where. So they really want to go. So they'll really want to go here.
Yeah.
So that's where they'll go.
So that location there.
This location here.
Right, so you've got 1 activation point left. So you can move again. You fired twice.
Positive ID them for
Oh,
one.
right, yes, sorry.
I've suppressed fire for 2.
Yeah, that's right. And
Then
you move for
use
2, so
another
they're
2
activated. Right. So they're done and dusted in that position
Yeah.
there. Right. Red 5, so that's me. Do you want to interrupt?
I want to see if we're going to interrupt.
So you need a 6 or more, or obviously any picture card or anything.
Yeah, 8.
Right.
They will do concentrated fire, then move up. Yeah, so this group here,
That's the second fire team there.
second fire team there, they're going to do concentrated fire on them,
Yeah.
then they're going to move up.
Right. So concentrated fire is 2 again. So we'll do the concentrated fire first. So this is one way, obviously the various situational things apply. So you don't have to spot them. So again, we're looking at regulars. So your base is 4.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So you're happy with a base of 4.
Yeah.
Right. So the firer is carrying out concentrated fire, which puts it down to a 3.
Yeah.
You haven't moved yet
No.
during this current turn. The target be classed as soft cover, puts it at a 4. It's close range, which drops it down to a 3. Okay, so your target number's 3. So we'll work out what you've got. So you have, it's basically what I had before. So it's going to be, so you've got 9 dice. And what are we looking at? So your target numbers are 3. 9 dice, 3 or more.
Jesus, not a good rule. 3 hits.
3 hits. So they get another 3 suppression points, which puts them on 11. So they're not far off being suppressed. Right, so you've got 3 hits. So I've got to do 3 saves. So my saves are 5 or more. I've saved 1, so I've got 2 hits.
Yeah.
I'm going to roll for 2 casualties. One dead, 1 seriously wounded.
Good.
So he's dead. This guy's seriously wounded. Right, so what we'll have now, you don't count seriously wounded guys, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're on 11. So going back to the morale rules, if the number of suppression points is double the surviving figures, which it is, they're suppressed. So they want a suppression marker on them. Right. Okay, so you've used 2 activation points, Alex. What are you doing now?
Yeah, and they're going to continue with them, so they're going to move
That way. So I've got my ruler here. Look, so you're looking at how many are you going to move? Because you've got 3 left. You can move 3 activation.
3.
So you could get it. So you could be in this location here.
Yeah, that's what they're going to do.
Right.
That's them done.
Right. Now, next activation, yeah. Another red card, so that's me. Are you interrupting or not?
No.
Right. What I'm going to do is activate my sniper.
I had a feeling.
This guy here. Right. So range wise, it might be. I might have to actually roll this. I know it might sound ridiculous, but we are not within 6, is it? No. So to spot, although they've fired, haven't they?
This group, yeah,
both groups have fired,
on
right? So they'll be aware of the noise and they'll have seen them, right? So
Yeah.
no, I think spotting in that situation wouldn't be correct. So you can spot him. He's got 4 activation points.
Yeah.
he's going to fire, and he's going to do concentrated fire at this fire team in front of him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So all he's got there is a sniper rifle. Right. So he's got 1 dice. He's going to do concentrated fire. So we're looking at a regular. So my base score's 5.
Yeah.
He's carrying out concentrated fire, which drops it to a 4.
Yeah.
The target's moved, which puts it up to a 5.
Yeah.
Close range within 12. Yes, so it drops it down to a 4.
Yeah.
So I've got a roll of 4 or more.
They're in the open as well, does that? Oh,
No, it's just, that's the cover thing. 4 or more. 6, so I've hit them. Right. So that's 1 hit, so they want 1 suppression point on them.
Yeah.
Now then. With this, the only other thing to be aware of with the sniper rifle, anti-infantry damage is +1. So if you don't save it, I get a +1 on the thing.
Yeah.
Right. So you're doing a save, and you're looking at 4 or more to save. So 1 dice roll of 4 or more.
Oh, 6.
Oh, you lucky Johnny swing. Right.
Oh.
So he's right. So I've got 2 activations. He's going to go down into the thingy, into the building.
In the house, yeah.
And he's going to come out the door on to their side. So he's here.
Yeah.
And that's him activated. Okay?
Yeah.
Black card.
Black card. I will activate my HQ unit here,
Yeah.
and they're going to move up and see how far they can get to.
Right. And as an option with your, you can move and you can use your officer to get. You could use your officer to get rid of, for 1 pip would get rid of that pip of suppression.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what's it? Communication or?
Well, they've got the
Right.
the personal rule radio. So
use 1 to get rid of him. Yeah.
yeah, you can get rid of that. So that's 1 of your. So you've still got 4 activations left.
So they're going to move up here. So that's 12.
So you need to bear in mind you want them ideally out of sight of that group
Yeah.
there, so they can't engage them.
So it's that 18.
So that would be well, you could move if you move 12 inches. 12 inches, that would be 3 activations, or you could move 16 inches. So you could move.
Yeah.
And then you'd be completely out of sight.
And
You'd be in that position
that
there.
would be to there.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. That's what they want to do. That's them done.
Right. Red card, red 3. Do you want to interrupt?
No.
Right. Right, we're going to activate these guys.
Mhm.
We're going to move behind this house as well. 1, 2, 6. Right, and then cover behind the house, and that's them activated. One of your units.
Yeah. Activate this one. They're going to basically do the same thing. They're just going to move up. Yeah. So if you use 5, that's 20.
So if you wanted to use 5 points, you could move 20 inches.
Yeah. Which will put me
To that
to
corner
this
there.
corner
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
Yeah. Shove your marker
That's
on them.
done.
Right. Taliban turn. Right. I'll activate this group.
Yeah.
Because they're suppressed, they've only got one activation point.
Yeah.
And we'll get rid of one, so that still puts them on 10, so they're still suppressed. And they are activated, they're finished. Alright, and then your team.
My team.
So your last one there.
They're basically going to do the same.
So
as
20
everything
inches
else,
from
20
here.
inches.
Wherever you want.
Yeah. I'll just go on there. Yeah.
Right, so it's just my mate activate me turns, isn't it?
Yeah.
As you've, right. I'll activate this group here. They are going to 4 activation points, which gives them 16 inches, so it'll be 10 to there. So they're going to move down to here.
Mhm.
Alright. They're going to stay where they are.
Mhm.
And these guys here
Mhm.
move across to here. That's the end of turn 1, so obviously your platoon's moved over here.
Yeah.
Have suppressed, seriously wounded and killed one there. My Taliban, there's one of the Taliban groups moving around, and we're just moving around to try and get in a better position to prevent you from getting to here.
Mhm.
And that's where we are there. Right, start of turn 2. First thing I've got to do, which I should have done at the end of turn 1, is roll for me seriously wounded guy. So roll a d6. If I roll a 1, he crosses the bar and slips his mortal coil.
1. He does.
1. So he's dead as well. Right, not that I suppose it matters massively to them. Right. So that's where we are. Right. So we must remember to do that at the end of at the end of each turn. That's the thing on. Right. So turn 2, first card, deck's being shuffled. It's you, a black queen.
Right. Right. First thing I'll do, I'll activate this fire team here.
Yeah.
They are going to go down for 1.
Right.
And they're going to go on Overwatch.
Right. Okay. I'll get you an Overwatch counter.
And that's them done. And they're down as well.
They're down as well. So you want Overwatch, they're down, and they're down. That's your Overwatch.
Yeah.
And you're down.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. You happy with that?
Yeah.
Right. Black King.
Right. Each group is
Yeah.
going to move up and they're coming this way.
Yeah.
So 1 will get me to there. 2 will get me just outside the building. 3 will get me in the building. Right, they'll use 3 and they'll go in the building here.
Right. Okay.
So that's the HQ
2 headquarters there.
in the building. Right.
Black Jack.
That's good. This group here behind this little corner house,
Yeah.
they're going to use 1 point to go around the corner, or
Yeah.
actually they could. Yeah, this group here, they'll go in this ditch here.
Mm-hmm.
So to get them all in and get them in a line, so they're going to do 8. So that's 1, 8 over there. Yeah, so they're around here.
Using irrigation ditch or cover.
Yeah, full some cover. So that's 2. And they'll also go on Overwatch.
So they're going on Overwatch as well. You're not down the way.
I
mean, you're in
1,
cover
2.
anyway.
Yeah, I'm in cover. And they're on Overwatch as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Red 9, do you want to interrupt?
No, I'm going to take my chance.
Right. Right. So I'm going to activate this group here.
Yeah.
So looking across, we're going to see if we can spot them.
Oh, I didn't see them.
Yeah, right. So if you get a rough range, Alex.
Yeah. 20.
20. Right. So my base score is 5.
Mm-hmm.
To spot them. Right. So I've got to roll a 5 or more to spot them.
Yeah.
4. I haven't spotted them.
What's one?
That's 1.
You can
I'll
try
again. Yeah. I haven't spotted them.
2. How many points have we got?
4.
Haven't spotted them. Last one.
No.
Haven't spotted them.
They've obviously got this talent band have obviously got conjunctivitis or something, and they're not really right.
I can't see over the wall.
Right. Black 3.
Right. This fire team here, they're gonna move up. That's 1, 2, 3's in the building.
4 go through the hole.
This way. Yeah.
And then you've got 1 more.
1 more. They'll go in this little
That
house
bit there.
here. This house here. So then the bottom floor of the house. And that's them done.
Right. Red King. Activate. Those 4 there, Alex.
This one
And
here, the same
I
way?
don't want them round it, but if you can just bring them up to the, you can move them civilians if you want. Just put them somewhere else on the table. And then they'll go on Overwatch as well. Right. Red 8. Right. Sniper's going to go into the building, up on the roof.
Yeah.
That's 2.
Now I'm on Overwatch
So
here.
you can interrupt if you want to.
Yeah.
Right.
I would need a
No, you
do
don't
a
need to.
thingy.
No, you don't need to. I'll check. I don't think you do for Overwatch. I'll check. I don't think you do. I think it's just classed as. You get a free. 1 second. I'll
Yeah.
just consult the Oracle. Yeah, you just carry out a single fire action.
Right.
So it's within line of sight.
So he's going to fire at you.
Yeah, because the whole
As
thing
you
being
say,
on Overwatch is you're observing for.
Yeah.
So he's going to fire. So you're going to do a single fire action.
Yeah.
So it's not concentrated. So
Yeah.
you've got it's 9 again.
Yeah.
So looking at rolling the hit, your base is 4. Puts it to 5 because I've moved up. Puts it to 6. What's the rate? It's less than 12. Puts it down to 5. Right. So you're looking at 5
Fives
or
or more.
6s.
Yeah.
Got 9 dice, yeah.
Yeah. Oh. 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits.
5 hits. Right. So Mr. Afghan Sniper's on 5. So we'll have to basically, that's an immediate morale check.
Yeah.
However, we've got to do. He's been hit 5 times, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So I've got to do 5 saves. And I'm looking for 5s or more to save them. And I haven't saved any. Right. Right, he's dead.
1, 1, you got 1, 1, dead.
Dead. Right, so get rid of that. He's dead.
And they come off Overwatch.
And they come off Overwatch. Right.
Good shooting.
Black 8.
This group here, they're going to move up. So they should be able to do the same. 4 to there, 4 to there 2, 4 to there 3, 4 to there 4, 4 to there 5. So they're in there, in their little courtyard here. They're in the courtyard.
Right.
That's me done.
That's you completely
Yeah.
done.
So
Right.
it's the rest of your Taliban.
Right. These aren't going to do anything, so they will just say they're activated.
Yeah.
These guys. Right, so they're going to move centre to centre. They're going to move for 2,
Yeah.
which gets them to here. Have you got any on Overwatch?
I have.
Have you got an Overwatch?
This one for you.
Right. Oh, thought you used them. Right. So they're on 2. So you're going to bump them then, interrupt them then, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. So you'll get, if you get rid of your Overwatch marker.
Will we see him again?
So you want 9 dice sorted out. You're looking at a base of 5. Sorry, a base of 4.
Yeah.
I've moved, which puts it at 5.
Yeah.
Close range, which drops it down to 4.
Yeah. 4's and more.
Yeah.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits.
7 hits. Jesus Christ. Right. So they've got 7 points of suppression.
Yeah.
So they are under fire now.
Yeah.
Right. So that's you done. Right.
Yeah, well, you need to do your 7 saves. Because I got 7 hits.
Oh, you got 7 hits, aye? Oh, 2, 4, 6, 7. So I'm looking for 5s or more. So I've saved 2. So 5.
The joys of being on Overwatch.
Right, this isn't going to be
No.
very nice. Right, so what we've got immediately got 3 dead. 1, 2, 3. 3 of them are dead. We've got a 6, which is a minor injury. We've got a 4, which is seriously wounded. So that guy's seriously wounded. So 7, you've got 7 points of suppression. There's 2 of them, so it's 3 times. So it's not quite thingy check, but they are suppressed.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's after your 2 moves to get to there. So
Right. So what I've got, they are suppressed. So I'm gonna, obviously they're down anyway when they're suppressed.
Yeah.
And I'll use my last 2 to get rid of 2 points.
Yeah.
So that puts them on 5.
Yeah.
Right, so we'll see if I can zoom in on that action there.
Right. Yeah.
Right, so what we had there, the group of Taliban, 6 Taliban advanced from cover here. I'd forgot that this team was on Overwatch. Having said that, they wouldn't have known that anyway, so it probably worked out quite well. So moved out. This FireTeam, Alex engaged with them very successfully. These guys are obviously out in the open. They ended up with 7 points. He got 7 hits, so they immediately got 7 points of suppression. And of the 7 hits, they had 3 killed and 1 seriously wounded, which is what the situation is here. So they are now, with the rest of the turn, they went down because they're suppressed. They used the 2 remaining points to get rid of 2. So there's currently 2 unhurt members. 1 guy seriously wounded who will be screaming and wailing. they're on 5 points, so they're still suppressed out in the open. Not very good. Right, so I think, Alex, that's all I'm going to do.
That's all your figures
position.
activated.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm not going to do any more.
You've got them on the corner, at the back.
Yeah, that's right. So what I'll do with these guys is they are suppressed.
Just by the tree line.
I'll get rid of, we've only got 1 point, so I'll get rid of point of suppression. So they're on 3. So they'll start on 9, so we'll get them there. And that's it. So the end of turn 2. They're busy licking their wounds over here. Alex has moved in and took control of that large compound on my right flank. I've got a small group of Taliban there who are on Overwatch. These guys here who were tried unsuccessfully to spot the Brits, however that'll be different next turn because they've opened fire. And we've got this group here in front of the compound who haven't done anything. And there we are. So my seriously wounded guy, which I should have done at the end of the last turn. This is the start of turn 3. He's still seriously wounded, so he's still whapping and wailing and screaming. So we shall shuffle the cards and see what happens. Black 9.
Black 9, right.
So you remember you've got that fire team in the bottom of that domed building in the compound.
So the fire team in the dome compound, I'm going to activate them.
Yeah.
They're going to move up for one and get on the roof.
Now, what's going to happen here, Alex? You can do that. My guys, their arcs, they were covering this way, so they wouldn't. I think it would be unrealistic to say that they would clock them on the roof. So you move them up for 1.
Yeah. So they're on the roof. They're going to move to 2 to get into a firing position.
So you're going to automatically spot certainly those guys down below.
Yeah.
You can see these here. You'd have to dice if you wanted to spot them.
Right, well I think of that logic there, they're obviously going to, first people they're going to see is this group here down here. So they're going to...
engage them.
Well, they're going to... Are you happy to say positive ID? Or do you
from that range,
yeah. So shall I still dice for...
No.
No? Right,
no, you're
okay.
within 6 and you would be able to identify
Right,
anything.
so that's 2 there.
And they're on Overwatch, so they'll be lying with their rifles.
Yeah. Then they're going to do... suppressor fire, concentrated fire. Suppressor fire. There is suppressor fire on them.
Right. Okay.
I'll also quickly take off all the activation
Yeah.
markers. We forgot to do that. Yeah. So they're on the building, and they've ID the guys on the ground.
Yeah.
And they're going to do suppressor fire on this group here.
Right. So you're looking at 9 dice, which is doubled to 18. And this is the thing again with suppressor fire. You don't add any modifiers or anything. So what we'll be looking at is because you're regulars, you're looking at a base of 4.
Yeah.
9 dice, 4s or more.
Oh Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits.
4 there.
Have a bad one. 5, 6, 7.
So you put 7 points of suppression on them.
Yeah.
Right, so I'll give you the 2 little dice here, Alex. So 7 points of suppression, 6 and a 1 on them. So they're classed as under fire now. And they were still on Overwatch, weren't they? The Overwatch markers good.
Yeah, so they're off Overwatch now, yeah? Or they're still on Overwatch?
No, they're still on Overwatch.
Right, okay.
But obviously if they fire or they do anything, obviously they come off. Right.
And then...
so they activated as well.
Yeah, they've been activated as well. Activation mark on
So you've got 1 point left.
Could they go on Overwatch or not?
No, as you already fired.
Yeah, they're fine. Then they're not going to.
Right, they're not going to do anything. Right. Red 10. Okay. Right. So I'm going to activate these guys here. Now because those folks we're looking at this way up on the roof, because those folks have opened fire, I don't need to spot.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. However, so we've got. We're going to do concentrated fire at that roof.
Yeah.
So I've got 2 guys with RPGs. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 assault rifles, which would be 12.
They're 20.
And 2 guys with RPGs.
21.
21 inches.
21 inches.
So what we'll do, we've got 12 dice there for the AKs, and I'll get 2 red ones for the RPGs.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, before I do the RPGs, I'm going to roll. If I roll a 1, 2 dice. If I roll a 1, the warheads are duds because they're bad weapon maintenance.
Yeah.
Rolled 1, so one of them hasn't worked.
One of them's been a dud.
Right. So, you said 21 inches, Alex.
Yeah.
And we're doing concentrated fire.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Right. They're irregulars, so the base is 5. They're doing concentrated fire, puts it down to a 4. You've moved this turn, which puts it up to a 5. The target's in hard cover, which puts it to 6. It's just out, it's not long range, so I'm looking at 6s to hit. So the reason we'll put the red dice in is that's the RPG, because that's double the suppression of its hits.
What have I got?
None.
None.
Absolutely unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. I've rolled 12 white dice and 1 red, and I haven't rolled 1 6. I've rolled 3 5s. That's the best I can do. Right. So that's not a lot. Not a lot's happened there. Right. They've just signalled where they are. Great. Right. Right. So they're activated. And whoosh, and they have obviously signalled where their location are, all and sundry. Right. Joker, which was a random event.
Fog of War card.
Right. Your rounds have. This is fire. This is an insurgent card, which is obviously me. Your rounds have struck something flammable and set a structure ablaze.
Oh, God.
You may designate any building within line of sight of one of your units or anywhere on the table and declare that it's burning.
I know it's only going to pick on you.
Oh, well, you're ordering it right. It's going to be that building there. Any figures in the building must immediately evacuate to a point at least 4 inches from the location, so that down there in the courtyard.
Right.
That was a bit of good fortune, Bob. Tim had some good luck. So obviously something flammable's going on there, so that building's on fire, right. Red 2, which is me. Woohoo! And I'll start shouting Allah Akbar now. Right, activate these guys.
I was just thinking there with that fire that they had just had, how you didn't hit anything. But you
I know, but it's just to cover for...
But you hit that as well.
Yeah, for unforeseen things, so they might have missed the target, but if they hit the building and something's gone on fire, so the RPG rounds obviously set some straw or something on fire. Right, these are going to activate. They've only got 1, so that puts them down to 2, down to 4 rather, so they're still suppressed.
Yeah.
And they're activated. Black 2, that's you.
Yeah. I'm going to activate the fire team behind the small house there.
Not this one here.
So that one there.
Yeah. So they're down at the moment.
So they're down in the minute. They're going to do, they are going to do normal fire on these 2 here.
Right.
So that's
just 1 point. So you're looking at 9 dice. 2,
4, 6, 8, 9.
Right, so your base is 4.
Yeah.
Neither of them have moved during the current lane, so it's 4. Is it within 12? I think it is, isn't it?
I think so.
Yes, so
Yeah.
it's within 12. So quickly go over that again. So your regular 4, close range 3, and they're down, which puts it back up to a 4.
Mm-hmm.
So you're looking for 4s or more. Well, that looks a canny run, isn't it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits.
7 hits. Right, so my team here has been hammered and they're effectively wiped out. This fire team, they were on Overwatch, so they're now off Overwatch. They haven't been activated yet, but because they've fired on Overwatch, they're still activated, but they can't fire. Yeah?
Yeah.
Right, so next card is Black 3. So that's you, Alex.
Right. I'll activate the group in the courtyard here.
Yeah.
And they are going to move.
Yeah.
So they are going to
Get them out and engage
4,
them out
1,
front.
2. I'll be out.
Yeah.
I can do a line there, then I can shoot at them.
Yeah.
Oh, they're on Overwatch. So what do you want to do?
Sorry, they're on Overwatch.
So they're on Overwatch.
Well, to be honest, to be fair, they've come out behind them, and you do this arc. It's 180 degrees for Overwatch forward. So to be fair, I don't think they'd be covering that arc. It's behind them.
Right.
So I'm quite happy that you do
1,
that.
2, 3. So that's 3.3 thingies there.
So you could do concentrated, suppressive.
They are going to do concentrated fire.
Right. Okay. Right. So concentrated fire. So you obviously don't need to spot. We're looking at the base of 4. They're carrying out concentrated fire, which puts it down to 3. They've moved, which puts it up to 4. It's close range, which puts it down to 3. So you want 9 dice.
2, 4,
and you're looking
6,
for 3s or more.
8, 9. One,
Bloody
2,
hell.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits.
7 hits. Right, so how many are there on there on 7?
7.
So they're now on 14. So if you flip that one to a 6, and we'll put another 2 on, and they're at 14 points. So there's 4 of them there. So then they're certainly suppressed now.
Yeah.
So they're on 14, but they're not. They don't have to do a morale check. So I'll get a little suppression marker for you. So they're suppressed. And I've got to try and save. How many have you got there? 7.
7.
So I'm saving on 5s.
Yeah.
I've saved 3.
Yeah.
So I've got 4 hits. Two dead, 2 seriously wounded, so that's them.
That's them gone.
So that's 2 dead and 2 seriously wounded. So they're effectively, that's a good night Vienna for them. Right. Right, and that's they're activated, so you want an activation marker on them.
Done.
Right. Ooh, Red King, me, right. Now the only ones, they haven't been activated.
No.
So, what are they still? So they got 1, so they'll knock another one off. Puts them down to 2. Down to 2, so they're on 8. So they're still on, they're still suppressed. they have been activated. Right. Radiate, which are these guys here. They're my last ones. They'll not do anything.
Okay.
So, they're not going to do anything. That's fine, they're activated.
Yeah.
Black 8, so that's you, Alex. Yeah. I think mine are all activated now, so that's what your platoon headquarters and those guys in the radiation ditch.
So the this fire team here, they're going to move up.
Yeah.
I'll go 5 there, so they're going to go in there, bit of cover.
Right. Right, that's just your platoon headquarters now.
So just move them up on by the field there. Get in the target house, then the HQ in the fore courtyard. They're just going to move up like that of a fire team. So that is 1, 2, 3, and 4 will go on that decent ditch there. Them done. So they're just in there like that. That's my lot done.
Isn't it?
End of turn 2.
Right, so my seriously wounded ones, there's no point doing anything with them, so that's the end of that turn. I think that was turn 3.
Right,
I can't remember. Anyway, that doesn't matter. So I'll quickly shuffle the cards again.
First
card's a black ace.
Black ace. Next turn. Activate this group here in the field.
Yeah.
And they're gonna move up to this bit here.
Cover, yeah.
I'll manage to. Yep, so that's 1, 2 will get me in a line.
Now bear in mind they have an open fire, so you're going to have to positively identify them.
Right. So that's 2.
So that's 2. So attempt to spot, it's more than 6 inches, isn't it? Yeah, so that's more than 6 inches. So you're looking at 7. A 4 or more.
Right. Attempt to spot. Yes.
Right, so you've spotted them, so that's 3.
Yeah. So I'm going to
try to positively identify them. So you need a D8, which is that one there, and get 4 or more.
8, yeah.
So you've got 1 left.
Right.
You're just going to do normal fire.
Or should it get down a bit of cover? No, they're gonna fire.
Right.
They're gonna fire.
So normal firing.
2.
So you want 9 dice.
6, 8, 9.
So you're looking at a base of 4. You've moved, which puts it up to 5.
Yeah.
The target's in cover, which puts it at 6. It's close range, which puts it down to 5.
Yeah.
So you're looking for 5s or 6s.
1, 2, 3,
4. Yeah, so you've got 4 hits. So they want 4 points of suppression.
Yeah, which I've got here.
Alright. So they need to do 4 saves. So looking for 5s or more, 5s or 6s. So we've got 2 saves.
Yeah.
2 hits. 1 dead, 1 seriously wounded. So he's dead, and that guy's seriously wounded.
Well, that's them done.
That's them activated. Right. Next card. Red ace. So I'm going to activate these guys here.
What a feeling.
Right. So we've got 1 RPG, an RPK, 3 AKs. Right. So we need a red dice for the RPG. 3 AKs, which is 6, 2, 4, 6, and an RPK, which is 3. Right. So, looking at engagement wise, we've got, we're looking at a base of 5. We're going to carry out concentrated fire.
Yeah.
So that puts it down to 4. You've moved, which puts it back up to 5. Close range, which drops it to 4, and you're not in cover here, you've come out of it.
Yeah.
So it's a base 4 or more I'm looking for. I'll roll for the RPG.
Yeah.
No, so that's alright. It's not a dud round. 4s or more. Right, so the RPG's missed. Right, so I've got 4 hits, so they want 4 points of suppression on them. And you save on a 4 or more. So you want 4 dice, and you're looking for 4 5s or 6s.
Two
so you've saved 2. So you've got 2 hits. So I'll roll them. 2 seriously wounded.
Right.
So you've got to lie them on the sides.
That's 1.
What did I get? I'll just check 3s. Yeah, seriously injured.
2.
Those guys.
Yeah.
Right. And they've been activated.
So there's 2 guys now. There's 4 suppression.
So they're classed as suppressed.
Yeah. I've got one here.
Right, so that's them done. So it's the next card.
Yeah.
Black 4.
Black 4. I'll activate this fire team here behind the HQ.
Yeah.
And what they're going to do, they're going to move. So that is 1, 2, 3.
So you could basically get to those 2 seriously injured and drag
4.
them into the irrigation ditch.
Yeah. So 4 will get me to that team there.
Mm-hmm.
What?
You would pull them back, so you can move them back into the irrigation ditch.
So then that'll be enough for the points. I've got enough activation pips to do that. Right, so they'll do that. So we're going to have these 2 have been dragged back. And these 4, that's them done.
Right, next card's black 10, so it's your 10.
Yeah.
So you can get your platoon headquarters up and try and get rid of some of that suppression on those guys.
Yeah.
Or you can activate them and get them to drop prone.
Yeah.
Or well, they're down anyway, aren't they?
Well, in some sort of cover.
Yeah. Or you could move along the irrigation ditch and you could call in. There's obviously, you've got an AAR set, so you've got an Apache on call. So you can go. You can do that if you wanted to.
Yeah.
You've got to remember there's these folks here as well.
Yeah.
And they've fired, so you'd know where they are.
Yeah.
So you could move along to that junction, maybe engage them, or
yeah. Yeah, so that's what they're going to do. So the HQ element here, they're going to, well, I really want to get the suppression off them as much as I can. So they're going to move up to here, and they're going to get rid of the suppression off those guys there.
He's on 6. So if he moved 2, he's within command distance. He can get rid of the 4 suppression.
Yeah, they're going to do that. Get rid of the 4 suppression there.
Right.
Then that's them done.
Right. Red 3. So I'll activate these guys. So that's, if I move, that's 16 inches. Just going to get them to about here. Lead guy here. So that's all of mine done, Alex. So you've just got that fire team down there and the fire team.
Yeah.
Those guys here, there.
Yeah. So the.
Oh, I've still got mine as well. So we'll turn the card. I forgot about them. Black Ace. So that's you. So I can't interrupt that.
Right. So what I'm going to do, this fire team beside the small house, they're going to move up. So they're going to move up 1, 2, 3, 4 in some sort of line here. Then the ditch. 1, 2.
So they've fired, so you could engage them if you want to. How many have you moved? 3.
3.
So you've got 2 activations left.
Double check. I'm pretty sure they're over there.
Yeah.
1, 2,
yeah.
3. Yeah, 3. They're going to do suppressor fire on the guys behind the wall there.
Right, and then that would be a turn done, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
That would be that activation done.
Yeah.
Right, so you want 9 dice. You want 9 dice. And this is the one where there's no modifiers.
8, 9.
Then you roll these twice, so you're looking for 4s or more.
Yeah. Ooh. 3 hits. That's not really good. Well, 3, yeah, so fashion. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9, so you're on 9, so it's another, so you're basically on 15 suppression. So if you put that to 3, 6, another 6, and then that's 12, so you want the next one on 3.
Yeah.
So they're on 15 suppression. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so they're still not, they're suppressed.
Yeah.
So I want the suppression marker, but they don't need a morale check yet. So they're suppressed.
And they've gone there.
Right. Good. Right. Red 9. So activate those guys there. They'll get rid of 1, and they are now no longer suppressed.
So is that all yours?
And that's all mine activated.
So the last fire team in the courtyard here, they're going to move up to the house. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. They're going to go 4, and they're going to do.
Right,
they're going to go 5 there, and they're going to go there. So they're just on the edge. So they're just on the edge. On the edge there. And that's all my figures done.
Right. This turn is going to obviously be the climax on it. Right. So seriously wounded.
Yeah.
Right. Your medic is with the. You haven't got to the medic yet, so you've got to roll 2 dice. If you roll a 1, they die. Oh, so don't roll 1 on either dice. No.
2
so
and a 3.
Right, so they're still okay. Right, so they start the new turn. Red 7. Do you want to interrupt
see
it?
if I can interrupt.
So you need an 8, 9, 8, 9.
Got a 10.
Right, so you're going to interrupt with that.
Yeah.
Which means that you got to turn that of here.
Yeah, so what they're going to do, this lot here, so which one's the med again? The HQ team?
The HQ team.
Yeah, so the HQ team, they're going to move up to these guys.
Yeah.
So that's 1.
Right, so the medic by himself, he can do that. So what are the rest of the team going to do? They could obviously open fire if you wanted to.
Yeah.
You've got 4 there with assault rifles.
Yeah, so that's what they're going to do. They're going to do suppress.
Right, so the medic will do the medic first.
Yeah.
So you've got to roll a d6 for each of them.
Right.
Don't roll a 1 again.
1-1.
Right, one of them's died.
Right.
Okay, so you need to pass one of them to me. Right. And roll another. What did you get?
The 2.
Patient remains seriously injured, so he's still seriously injured. Right. So you've got
Great.
4 guys with assault rifles, yeah?
Yeah, and they're going to open fire on the group by the wall there.
Right, so what are they doing?
They're going to do suppressor fire.
Right, okay. So there's 4 guys with assault rifles, so you want 8 dice.
8, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah.
Right, so suppressor fire, so you're looking for 4s or more, and you're going to be rolling them twice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
4s or more.
1, 2, 3, 4 hits.
4 there, right.
5, 6, 7 hits.
So 7 in total. So you want, that goes to 6, and then you want another 4 on.
Yeah.
Right, so that's 18, 22 points of suppression. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's more than 4 times, so they've got to do a morale check.
Yeah.
Right, so. Right, so what we're doing, right, so what you need, so how many men have you got there that are on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? So you want 5 dice. Okay, you got them?
This is for your morale check.
That's for my morale check, sorry,
Yeah.
I'm thinking. Right, so I've got 5 dice. What I'm looking for is 3 or more. Right, well, right, 3 or more, and then unless someone wants to take off. Right, so that's 2. Right, 2 successes. However, you subtract 1 success for each seriously injured. Right, so failures. So the failures exceed. So the morale check fails, immediately fall back. So the fall back move is 4 plus 1d6 towards my home table leg. So they pull back 6 inches.
Are they going to see them go in the house or in the compound? Sorry.
No, I think they're gonna. They probably would, wouldn't they? So they're at the door, 6 inches. So they're at this door. Right. So that's your team activated, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So they've broken.
So that's the HQ team.
Yeah. So black 3, right.
Yeah.
So it's a black 3, so
black
it's your
3.
turn.
So I'll activate this fire team here. That's got two guys. So I think these 2 guys, what they're going to do is
open fire on them.
They're going to do concentrated fire on the
routing.
on the routing team. Then they're going to move back into the fields there for a bit of cover.
Right. So if you get a range, you've got 2 assault rifles. So is it more than 12?
Yes, 13.
Right. So it's not close range. So you want 4 dice. So you want 8 dice, because you're doing concentrated. No, you don't. No, you still want 4 dice.
Yeah.
It's the additions, right?
Yeah.
So you've got 4 dice. Right, the firer is carrying out concentrated, so that puts you down to a 3. And there's nothing else that applies. Hang on. I've moved, so it puts it up to a 4.
Yeah.
So you're looking for 4s.
2 6s.
Right, so that's 2 more points of suppression. So they now are on 24 points of suppression. Right, I've got to try and save 2, which are 5s or 6s. So I've saved 1. Dead. Right, so that guy there is going to be dead. Right.
And then these 2
So,
are going to go back.
They've got to now do another morale check. 4 dice. So that's 1 success, 3 fail. So they failed again. So need to do 4 9 inches. And there's a hole in the back wall. So they're back here, running away over the fields. I think what would happen with them, they would go, Alex.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I think that's fairly reasonable. Right. Okay, so right, so that's them. You've moved them back, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the next card. Red Jack, so it's my team. So I've got these guys here. They're on 7 points, so they're classed as under fire. So they are...
One's at the back there.
Are going to go... 12 would be 3. 12 would get them to there. Now, although they might have heard the commotion, they won't have seen it, so they're going to use the last one to try and spot them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 16 inches. 5s or more, 5 or 6. No, so they haven't spotted them. They're activated. Right, and they've got them points with them. I'm shouting Allah Akbar. Right, okay. Red 4. Do you want to interrupt? So it's obviously going to be activate these guys here.
Activate. I'll interrupt with a 5. So what I think's going to happen is the guys in the ditch there, they're going to open, so these guys are going to open fire.
Well, you won't be able to see them, Alex.
Oh yeah, sorry, they haven't been spotted. So
and there's all that cover.
And there's all that cover. So
there's no way you'll see them.
They're gonna move up. They're going to move up, so they're going to go 1. Go to cover 2. 3.
So in that position there, if you were there,
because
it's 4, you can see. No, it would block line of sight. You'd have to be within an inch. You could move 4 would get you to within an inch.
Yeah.
So you could. Are you within 6 inches there? Yes.
Yes.
So in theory, you could open fire with 1. You could do a normal fire.
But I would need a time to
not within 6 inches.
Positive idea.
No. No.
Right. So that's what they're gonna.
And they have opened fire before.
Yeah.
Right. So you've got it would just be normal fire.
Yeah.
So you want 9 dice.
Two, 4, 6, 8, 9.
Right, so you're looking at a base of 4. You've moved, which puts it at 5. Close range, which drops it to 4. Yes. So you're looking for 4s or more.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits.
5 hits. So they want 5 points of suppression on them. And I'm going to do 5 saves. Oh, save 2, so I've got 3 casualties. 2 dead. 1, 2.
What about the other one? You
It's a 6.
roll 3, 6, right? Okay.
Right. So they're now classed as under fire. No, they're not. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them there. So they're not under fire yet. Right. Okay. And that's them activated.
Yeah.
Right. Red 6. So I'll activate these guys and we'll obviously return fire at them. They're not under fire. Right. So I've got 2, 4, 6, 8. So I want 8 white dice and 2 RPGs.
Well, they're gone.
So 8 white dice and 2 RPGs. Right. Right, so 2 dice, these are for the RPGs to see if any's duds. None are duds. Right. So, got the number of dice. What we're looking at, a regular, so a base of 5. Right, hang on. We're going to do concentrated fire. So it's a base of 5. That puts it down to 4. You've moved, which puts it up to 5. You're in soft cover, which puts it up to 6. It's close range, which drops it down to 5. So I'm looking for 5s or 6s to hit. Ooh. Right. Right, so hit with the RPG, which is doubled.
Yeah.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 points of suppression put on them.
Yeah.
Right. So I've got 4 hits.
Yeah.
So you need to do 4 saves. So you, to save, you're looking at a 3 or more.
1 save.
1 save, right? So roll them again.
6 and a 5.
Right, so 6 is nothing, 1 seriously injured, so you need to lie 1 down.
Yeah. He's going to be seriously injured.
Right, and that's them activated. Right, and that's me done. So it's your turn now.
Yeah. Activate this group here at the back.
Yeah, you need to get them round.
So they're getting around. So that's 1, 2.
Get them that way, and I'll just engage them as they're gonna.
3.
3 there, and that's within. Is that within 3?
No.
No. So that's all right. You can do you go over there and do concentrated fire.
Yeah. So 3 is going to go to that. So it is.
Right.
So I was 3
so you're
there.
doing concentrated fire.
3 there doing a concentrated fire on there.
So you want your 9 dice again.
2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
Right. Right, your carry, so your base is 4. Concentrated puts it down to 3. Moved puts it up to 4. I would argue that I would have soft cover, which puts it up to 5. but it's close range, which drops it down to 4, because
Yeah.
close range is within 12. So you're looking for 4s or more, 4,
Yeah.
5s or 6s.
Ooh.
Bloody hell. Oh my god. 4, 5s or 6s. There's a 4 there, Alex?
5, 6, 7.
Right, so he's on 5, so 7
That's it.
puts him on 12 points of suppression.
Yeah.
So I'll flip that to a 6. And that's on 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they are now suppressed. Right. So how many hits did you get?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7. So I've got to do 7 saves. So I'm looking for 5s or 6s. Right, save 3. So I've got 4 hits. Two dead, 2 seriously wounded. So those 2 guys are dead.
Yeah.
He's seriously wounded.
Yeah.
He's seriously wounded. So there's 2 left, and they're on 12. So they've got to do an immediate morale check.
Yeah.
So they've broken, which is what you would expect.
Yeah.
4 and 4 is 8. So they 8 inches that way. Right. And I think that would be the end of it, to be perfectly honest, Alex. So what we've got, ended game. It's obviously British victory. They've managed to get to the compound.
Have they caught the guy? Because there was
No, it was to meet up with another platoon.
Oh,
There
was
was
it?
another
Right.
platoon there. Yeah. So looking at Taliban casualties. So we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 killed, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seriously injured. British casualties, we've got 2 seriously injured, one of whom's been treated by the medic at the moment, and you've got 1 casualty, you've got 1 KIA, 1 killed. So that was quite a successful game for you, Alex. Well done.
Yeah.
Right, so quite an enjoyable game,
Yeah,
Alex. Yeah,
good game,
yeah,
good
it was good. British victory. As we mentioned at the end of the game, we ran through the casualty figures. They were quite substantial for the Taliban. The only high point was when we missed with the ferrying at that compound, but we had to draw. We ended up, the Joker came up, so we drew a fog of war card, and obviously one of the RPG rounds must have hit something flammable, and the compound caught fire. So that was about my sort of high point, really. Other than that, it wasn't a particularly yeah. So that's it. Let us know what you think. Any questions? Drop them obviously in the comments section, and we'll get back to you. What we've been working on is I've sort of basically finished the Marines that I'm initially doing, and I've started work on some buildings, and then we're looking forward to kicking off with the Arnhem Kickstarter. Really, that'll be the next thing that we'll progress to. So once again, thanks very much for watching. It's appreciated, and as we've said, any comments at all or any questions, just drop them in the comments box. Okay?
Yeah.
We're good?
Good.
Okay. Thanks very much, folks.
See you next time.